Avatar: Last Airbender. This episode is about a certain reputation with the fans, and this is the Puppet Master. This is the scariest episode of Avatar: Last Airbender. This is an episode that is so freaky that honestly, if I was a parent showing my kid Avatar: Last Airbender for the first time, depending on how old they were, I would not show them this episode until they were a little bit older because this episode is really horrific, but in an interesting way. Basically, this episode starts out. There's people screaming under the mountain. Toph hears it, but kind of gets brushed off. But you know that's going to lead somewhere, and part of you just knows that watching this. But they meet this old woman, Hama. She invites them to stay for the night. You get creepy vibes from her, but eventually she seems really sweet. You find out she's from the Water Tribe, and Katara's kind of bonding with that. Feels an instant connection to her, and realizes, you know, that it's just nice to learn from someone from her culture, from her tribe. Of course, they went to the Northern Water Tribe, but someone actually from the Southern Water Tribe is very different. And she's actually an older woman wanting to pass down her wisdom. And eventually she teaches Katara that, hey, you can bend blood. And this is, now, a lot of people go, wow, this is really immoral and creepy. And here's the thing. It really isn't, in her case, for what she was using it for. She used it to escape her captors who were literally doing horrific things to her. Right? But the fact that this is something that she was continuing to teach others is the problem. Because, you should protect yourself, of course. But at the same time, this is something where, this is the last resort to teach someone. Like, if you were captive in prison, be like, hey, I never wanted to show you this, but we're in a dire situation. Do it then. But this is some horrific shit. And then seeing that moment where Katara just cries at the end of the episode, becoming a bloodbender, because she feels so disgusted and immoral with what she did. And, that's the thing. It is horrific. I don't know. There's elements to this episode that are just very scary. I like this episode quite a bit. This episode goes for everything it goes for successfully well, but it is very freaky and hard to watch, honestly. Just the concept of someone controlling me via my blood is just yikes. I enjoyed this episode, but still freaky as hell.